¿Qué lo que? ¿Qué lo que? Buenos días. Aquí viendo el chart. Taking a look at the chart here. What happened overnight? Looks like we got a nice downtrend going here. Got a nice downtrend here on the NQ, ES as well. You already know. So let's go to the hourly to mark our highs and lows. Okay, so this could be our next support down here, right down here, and this could be another one right here as well. And then so we'll mark a couple of support, couple lines. Support 1, support 2, and then let's mark up 2 levels of resistance. We got one right here. Because this high broke that low, so that's the level of supply there. Mark that up there as well, and then we can mark up the previous day close, which is right here. And that's pretty much it. That's all we need. That's all we need on the hourly. Now this could go up here. We could go up to this level of supply here, and then start to reverse, come down, because we're gonna have a gap from all the way from up here down here. We're gonna have a gap, and so if you look at the Qs, see we have a gap right here. So we have a gap on the chart, so price could go up, try to attempt to fill that gap. There's an area supply here, so we can look to sell at that previous supply zone. And let's go ahead and mark this high as well instead of the previous day close, because I have that set up automatically to be marked down. So I'd rather mark this high right here because that's still supply right here. Get rid of that demand zone since we already closed below it and we broke past it, so we don't need that demand zone there as well. And let's see what the market wants to open. Well, the idea is this could go up, break this trend, go here and then continue, or we could just continue to go down this trend here as well. We could just continue to go down, down. If we do, I think I'll be looking for sells over here. I'll be looking to sell here, and I'll be looking to sell here. Because right now here, it looks like we have a bit of a lower time frame trend. So the first thing we should do, we could catch this move down here, but we have to wait for this support to break. We have to wait for that support to break, and then we have to find a lower high, so something like this. And the support to break, a pullback and a retest, something like that. So if we do get something like this, then you can sell as we break this low right here. This is where you can look for your entry. All right, so we got that set up for the Qs. Pretty easy chart for today. Now the only next thing we could do is go here to the ES and do the same thing. Same thing here on the ES. Let's go to our higher time frame, specifically the hourly. Mark our highs and lows. Support. Let's go ahead and mark this as support. And let's go ahead and mark up our resistance in here and here, areas of supply. There you have it, the chart's done. Chart's done. We can mark the pre-market lows. Mark this as the market. Ooh, look at the sellers right there, supply. Strong selling there, supply. We got an area of demand down here. Let's see if we can make it a bit smaller by dropping down the time frame, and then now we just look for order block before they move up. Right there. There you have it. Not bad, not bad. Pretty easy chart for today. NQ and ES are pretty similar here. We have this uptrend. Oh, it's a lot of volatility right now before market open. That is crazy. Market is moving right now. Look at that volume right there. We had a huge volume spike. Huge volume spike right here. Why is this thing way up here though? That's just, I don't get it. The bottom's way off the chart. Like, what's going on? Dang. See how the NQ here is down here? So here you gotta be careful still. Right? You don't know what's going on, so I don't want to just assume this is gonna come down right away. So want to wait, see a pullback and retest hopefully, and then catch that. Catch that move after the retest. You got a fair value gap here forming. So if we hit down here, hit this demand zone. Right, if we hit that demand zone, price could push back up. We might come back to this fair value gap, and then you can look for your entry here for shorts. If you're looking for shorts, you can take it. You know, look for it there. Alright, so far so good. Prepárate el chart. Ya lo tienes ready. Prepáralo. Create that habit. Create the habit of preparing your charts before you're trading. It's a good habit to repeat day in and day out. There we go. Charts are looking good. See, it's going back up again. That's what I was saying. You don't just want to jump on shorts just because the market's moving like crazy. Because you're going to get sucked in. You're going to get sucked into a trap. And you're going to regret reacting off of a quick move. You know. Good morning, Ness. Welcome to the live, brother. Here we got our charts ready. Charts are ready to go. Yes, sir. Now we're good to go. We're just waiting for the market to open. 10 more minutes to go. See, that was a trap. Now that's starting to look like it was a trap. It's looking like a trap. All right, so what do you guys think? Will we be going up or down at open? Will we be going up or down at open? Then we'll rip at open and flush. Yes, sir. That's right. I mean, it could come down as well, but I think ripping has the more or the higher probability at this moment, because it's already came down quite a lot overnight, and it looks like the sellers are trying to break below the support, and they haven't yet been able to after 3 attempts. And this looks like it was like a little trap right here, trying to seem like it was ready to go down, and now it's trying to go up. So that's why it looks like a trap. So this could be going up to search more sellers. So we're going up, find sellers who are willing to sell this at these highs. Okay, you have a range right here. All right, that's a little small range. So price could consolidate here for a little bit. Right, it's why it's expected after you see a pretty big move. Right, once that move starts to slow down, you're gonna find yourself a range. You got Sin trading from the Dominican Republic. Oh snap, from the DR. That's what's up. That's what's up. We're worldwide, baby. Let's go. We trade from anywhere. We could be at open. We could very fast, if we push above these highs, we could very quickly get up here. This could be a very strong move at open if we break these highs, of course. This last. Let's see. Volume down a little bit. All right, I got you. I got you. How about now? Is that better? There she is, ripping. There she is at open. See, we're gonna tap into that supply zone. Yeah, I scalped a little bit. I scalped a little piece there real quick. Real fast. Quick $200 from here to here. Quick, in and out. I'm out already. Quick 200. 2 seconds in there. In and out. In and out. Because I know there's a supply zone here, so don't want to, you know. We know that the news is bearish. And the market's going up here, so see, this is swag it out. Swag it out. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You gotta be quick sometimes. You gotta be super quick, man. That's exactly what I was saying. At open, we might get pushed above these highs, and then we'll go here real fast because there's a supply zone here. We're searching for sellers, right? The market wants to go down, but there's no sellers down here, so it's gonna find sellers at supply. And this is another push up here. She's pushing. Pushing again. Be very careful here. Why are the Q's down? Oh, I'm watching. It's because, oh, damn. ES is still strong. Look at the bottom on ES. No, I was just looking at futures. This is futures FTW, so there you go. Here you go, man. I got you, bro. Futures, man. Futures, baby. Where the money's at. How many contracts? I did 6 when I caught that move up. I did six micros from here. And as it got up here, that's it. $200. It was a quick scalp in and out. Alright, let's go ahead and take this little arrow out of the way. Clean this chart up a little bit. We could take out this high right here, because we broke out of this channel, and volume's pretty strong. Right, but I'm gonna wait for another opportunity. I'm not gonna scalp this anymore. I already took my shot here going up. This is what my trade looks like, right? So if I took another long, this is what my trade would look like, right? It'd just be too much risk versus reward. I'm cool with waiting. I'll rush, so wait for a good opportunity to come by, jump back in on maybe shorts if this turns around here. Exactly as we planned it. We planned to move up at open. Market's looking for sellers. We didn't have enough sellers, right? We have clue on the chart. It's very clear here there wasn't enough sellers to break below the support. So if there are no sellers here, the market has to go find them. Here, here. That's a crazy ass rip right there. Jesus. That's one crazy rip. See, looks like we could have other areas of resistance here. Here. What we got one touch point here, one here, one here, one here. Okay, so we got multiple touch points on this trend line. Just have to see if the market's going to react to it. Very strong push this morning. Looks like we could be going for the gap fill potentially. Okay. So when you get these gaps, right, this is what you want to do. You want to grab this one market open right here. This is the gap. This yellow zone is the gap. And you can go ahead, let's just pretend this is a big old red candle in this whole space. It's just a big red candle. And now you can cut this candle into thirds. See about here and about here. And these are areas that the price can reach and then turn around at. If you get a reversal over here, then it's very strong. Right? The bearish sentiment is very strong. If you get it up here, it's not as strong. Right? Now, if it goes up here, yeah, I wouldn't be thinking we're bearish at all. Because then we would just fill the entire gap. Though it can come down and reverse, you would have to be careful, because then it would take a very strong move to go all the way up straight like that without having to pull back. You know, the market normally pulls back when it's going up. Notice how slow it goes up when we're going up, but when it comes down, it just crashes down. Right? When we go up, we got a good move up here this morning, last week, right? And then it's just like, you know, baby steps on the way up. Market, when it usually comes down, they say it's like taking the stairs when it's going up, and then when it comes down, it's like taking the elevator. Okay, so we hit this trend line here. It looks like it's slowing down here at this resistance. We broke past this demand zone, so we can take that off. And this is no longer resistance at the moment. We can just mark it as a regular key level, just back. Could be support, could be resistance. Oh, look at that. Sellers exactly at this resistance level. Right. Buyers are still there, hanging on. Buyers are still hanging on. Very strong buyers that open. Ridiculously strong. Very strong move up. We've gone up, hardly pulling back at all. Still going up here. Looks like we might make it to this supply zone up here. If we do make it up here, I'm looking for the shorts. Looking for those shorts. Expecting we could get a pullback. We can get a break and retest. See if we get it. It's going in lower time frame so you can get a better look. Alright, so we found support up the pre-market high. Marked off the 50-minute range right there. Market still ripping, still ripping. Notice this separation between price and the moving average right here. Big, strong move. If we get a pullback to the 21, could be a viable moment, viable opportunity there. We reached about that halfway point of this gap. You could see some selling here. Grab a Fibonacci tool, put it from the high of that gap to the low. Yep, we're about 0.5, right, halfway through. Could see some selling going here, so if you're on bias, could be a good time to take some profits. Or if you're feeling bold about your opportunity, then you can continue to hold. Up to you. Play it smart, play it safe. Strong buyers here. We getting a strong push towards that demand zone. Very strong push. Nice, nice. Nice move there. We get notice here, watch, right? Alright, so we got a pullback to the pre-market high after breaking. We used it as support. And then we got this little flag right here, this bull flag. We broke out of it, we're pushing, bottom's still high. Right? We get this engulfing candle right here, letting us know, okay, this is not going to pull back more. Buyers are too strong here. There's not enough sellers in the market to pull this back. So it's letting us know clearly we're heading straight to the supply zone. So now we're looking for shorts up here. yes, it's practically already at its supply zone, so we might see this start to slow down a little bit here. Rip City, man. Rip City. Crazy that we get this move up like this after, you know, hearing all the bad stuff, bad news coming out, and market is still ripped like this. It's crazy. See, are we gonna get to this supply? Thinking the pullback, when it comes, it's gonna be a good pullback. Right? The bigger the move, the bigger the rip, the bigger the dip. That's what they say. Yeah, still sitting on supply, man. Careful here on the Qs. It might get dragged down with it. See a little bit more selling here. Buyers are a little bit out of gas. Looks like they want to push a little bit higher, but there's not much room left to go. Pushing higher. What are we doing? Looks like we're gonna try another push. It's ranging here a little bit of a range. You look on the lower time frame. Yeah, you can see it right there clearly. A little bit of choppiness here, guys. Hang tight, hang tight. Stay cool, calm, collected, man. Just let the market do what it wants to do. Balancing out right now. You got equal buyers and sellers. It's just going sideways. Good morning, good morning. You're looking at the Nasdaq, QQQs, and NQ for ES for the E-mini futures contracts. We're watching price. We're watching the movement of price. Buyers versus sellers. It looks like it wants to pull back, but it's still just kind of going sideways here. Very, very choppy. What you're witnessing is a very bad price action. Very choppy. It's going up very, very smoothly, going up, going up, going up. We're just chopping around here. There's obviously not as much interest in buying here. That's why it's slowed down. Ooh, we had the news come out. The news here, 10 a.m. All right, we hit that supply zone now. She's ripping. So bull flag. She's ripping. She's going. Go ahead, clear this chart up a little bit. Clean this mess up. So it's coming down pretty hard. It's rejecting off the highs. The overnight highs here. She's moving. Crazy open, man. That's a crazy open. I haven't seen the market move like this at open in a long time. Time for that pullback yet? Nope. We might be hitting up another range here. Let's see. Look at the 2-minute here. Straight up, man. What a crazy morning. Market's just ripping today. It's crazy how we can have negative news and the market can still rip like this. It's crazy. Yeah, she still wants to go. We're about to fill that gap already. Let me take this off the chart. We're about to fill that gap already. The market should technically be looking to reverse any moment now. We just recovered pretty much the entire move down from overnight. The entire move down overnight. We recovered it in what? 30 minutes, 40 minutes? What took hours to create this move down, in 30 minutes we just recovered. That's crazy. Market support right here from this double top. We could bounce off of that as well. Just want to be aware of any areas where price will turn around at. So every candle here has been very strong or green, right? There's some weak candles along the lines here, but we do have some weakness, but we haven't had many red candles going up. Not many red candles, so we're still waiting to see some kind of sellers here, because we don't want to buy at the top. If we maybe come down to a support, we can buy a support. How's everybody in the chat doing, yo? If you're still on them longs, man, right now it's not a bad time to take some profit up here. Just don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. When you got profits, take them and run. Take your profits and run, my guy. It's starting to slow down here a little bit. Slowing down again. Here we come. Sellers, I think I heard. I start stepping in now. Could be getting that pullback to try to find some support. I think I'm gonna try some shorts here. I'll go for a quick 1-to-1 since this is a very strong uptrend. Just quick scalp here, 1-to-1, risk reward. There we go. We're up a little bit. Up 400. Come on. Oh damn, it's reversing a little bit though. He's moving, right? We had a big rejection here, right? Take a look at this candlestick, right? Take a look at this candle. Huge rejection here as we're filling the gap. Okay. Notice we don't see this elsewhere on the chart as we're going up a little bit here, but right here it's more drastic. The profit on there. And then I'm leaving still some profit as we came down. I still left a couple ones just to see if we attempt another move lower. Gotta be really careful here because the market's still pretty strong. Even though it's showing signs of weakness, it's still pretty strong. Support is where practically buyers are looking to, it's basically where buyers are supporting price. Basically, that's what it is. It is exactly what it sounds like, right? It's buyers holding a specific price, right? They're holding price above it, and that's what creates support. All right. So from the same thing from the sell side is resistance. So sellers also hold the price at a certain point, and it creates resistance. So think of it as a floor. Support is like a floor. Okay. And they're closing that, by the way. Close that. So right here we have a floor right here, right? Support. Right here we have a small resistance right here. And we got another support right here. So price moves in Right? When we're moving like this is trend. This is a trend. So we're moving up inside of a trend. Trend up. Very strong, tight trend here. And as we're trending, you're gonna find these areas of support. Right here. And here. So it's a place in the chart where price could come back to it, and then we could just bounce off of it. You come back to this one, bounce off of it, bounce off of it. That's how price moves. Oh no, Lenny, the puts. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Why puts though? I mean, not at open, I hope. At open, no. Okay. If you notice, right, there's a very specific reason why I thought this was gonna go up. And it's not just because price was so low at open. But if you look left, right, if I look at what happened the previous days, I can look and see that there's a demand zone right here. Okay, and if I extend this forward, this is the reason why I thought price was going up at open, because we're opening at a demand zone with a gap above. So if I can observe these clues on the chart, then I know that, you know, most days, right, because everything that we're looking at repeats itself. This the stock market moves in a cycle, and the price action repeats itself, and that's how we can make money, because these patterns, these things repeat themselves. So most times when we're open in a demand zone, I've known that market always, like 90% of the time, rips. Okay, so it's a probability thing, you know. If it's likely to rip based on the scenario at hand, then I'm gonna go with what has the highest chance of happening. Okay, so up here is very unlikely for this thing to just go all the way up here with it, right? This is very, like, for price to just continue to go all the way up here, this is like, I want to give it like a 10% chance. So this is like very unlikely to happen. So that's that. I'm not even thinking, okay, price is just gonna keep going straight up. Like, it's just not possible. Like, market just doesn't behave that way. Though it can't do it, it's possible, but it's just so unlikely. And you want to make your decisions based on probabilities. So what's it likely to do right now is, because we're about to fill this gap, you can still see a little bit of space here. You got a little bit of space from last week's close to right now. So we could see a move here. This is likely to happen. We might get a move from here to here. But this one, I'm not hoping for something like this right now. right? Especially after we already started. Look, we already started from down here. Price is pushing up, and notice it's barely pulling back as it's going up. So the momentum of this move, yes, very strong, but it means that when this move loses its momentum, it's gonna come down probably just as hard as it went up. Hope that makes some kind of sense, you know. Okay, market's getting weaker now. We're starting to see a little bit more selling. It's still holding up though, so it's still holding up there. We're above the 21 EMA on the QQQs. Right, we found support here at the 21 actually previously. All right, we're starting to see some more sellers here. Oh, this is looking like it wants to flush now. This is looking like it wants to flush. So there's a chance if we close below this support right here, we could go, right? So if we break this floor, we're gonna go to the next floor. Okay? If we're on the second floor and the floor breaks, we're gonna go down to the first floor. So if we break this, it might come down here. See, so this is what I was talking about based on probability, right? What's it likely to do? Right? It's already gone up, and then we fill the gap, which means the interest in buying this market has gone down drastically. So as we're going up, yeah, it's very strong. But then if we run out of interest to buy it, it's going to start to slow down and then turn back around, right? So that's pretty much what happened in here. So we're going up very strong. There's lack in interest in buying this market all the way up here, because now when this gap filled, there's gonna be a very large amount of people taking profits that have been buying this market up. So when the buyers are stepping in, buying this market, bringing it up, and now they're all selling and taking their profits, it's gonna make the market come down. So there's always a balance, right? There's always a balance of buyers and sellers, right? This place down here, this spot right here, is where I was looking at, you know, perhaps there'll be about 90% buyers. Up here now I'm looking at, there might be 90% sellers. Right, this is a demand zone. That's the reason. And then the gap has practically filled here, so that's the reason of the sellers being here at 90%. The buyers become sellers and sellers become buyers at any given moment, but it tends to do it more at when these kind of scenarios play out. So this is a scenario right here, market opening at demand zone. That's a scenario that happens frequently. Market buyers selling, taking profits once the gap fills. That's a scenario that often repeats itself as well. So oh damn, by mistake. That's the worst, dude. That's happened to me so many times where I've gone on, I thought I was going on calls and I went on puts and ended up missing out the entire opportunity. It happens, you know. It does happen very often. And now let's look. Okay, so if we find resistance, if we do start to go up, but we can manage to find resistance up here, that would make for a good short as well. So if we come down, go back, we already know this uptrend is most likely hooked. Let's see here. Not bad, man. Pretty easy morning today. Good day to take your profits early and run. Close it for the day. We could be making a lower high here. If we do get some kind of push into up here, and looking to see some weak buyers. Let me go back out. Let's go back up a few time frames here just to get a better look. Okay, so by going back up to the 1 hourly time frame, I can see we have a range here. Okay, so we have a range here. We're going back and forth between the range high and low, right? So let's take away this channel here. So we could perhaps pull back here, continue to pull back, maybe find support here at this previous level of resistance. So my thought process is, okay, we could come up over here to the high of the range, keep ripping, right? Stay on the trend, or we can see sellers step in, bring price down, and then do something like this. Have a pretty strong supply zone up here. Which is where we're seeing that rejection from, and we're seeing this long wick start exactly where that supply zone begins. So if that's giving me the sign that there's sellers up here, this is probably going to come down to where buyers are looking to then take control, which is probably this level of resistance here. Or we do have also a fair value gap up here. We could find support somewhere along the midpoint. Here. here. Use another trend line here as well. So like this. Okay, we're bouncing up to 21 here. All right, so if you're still here on the charts, okay, what should you be looking for? What should you be looking for? Because if you're gonna trade this market, you have to be able to look at price and know not only what to look for, but where to look for it. Because there's certain setups that are gonna show up in specific areas of the chart. They're not just gonna show up anywhere. So think about that for a sec. If you're still going to trade into almost 20 minutes until 11. So if you continue trading this, okay, what are you looking for? Am I looking for this gap to finish up? Fill in this gap? Because if you are, that could be a breakout here. That could be an opportunity to go higher, and could potentially push to last Friday's closing price. Or if you're looking to sell this market, right? This is what I would be looking for if I'm thinking about buying it, right? This is what I would look at. This will be where my attention is can price break this trend line? Can price break this trend line? That would be my worry. If I'm looking to buy here, are we gonna actually break and close above it? Or is it going to push up and then quickly come down and close below it? And then if I was going to short, I would want to see a very aggressive selling candle here. If I was going to short it. So okay, we're supporting off of this previous area of support here, right? Close below it, and now it's kind of being used as support again. But if I want to sell this, I need to see some kind of sign that the sellers are taking control. I need to see some kind of pattern, some kind of, I need to see it visually that the sellers are taking control. Now, if this looks like it's going to break out, right? Because it looks like it's breaking out right here. But what happens if you get this kind of candlestick, right? What happens if this looks like it's breaking out, right? And then you get a red candle like that? Wouldn't that be tricking you into buying and then immediately stopping you out? Right? So that would be the short. If I take a short, that would be it. Like that. Move this out the way here. Does anybody know what they're looking for? You guys know what you're looking for? So now we can see clearly here which scenario is playing out. Was it the buying scenario or the selling scenario? You would still need to see buyers hold and close above that red candle here to kind of like let you know really we here. Because look at that. You see that? See how that nice green candle can turn out looking very weak from looking strong if you don't wait till the candle closes? Because that's not a very strong buying candle right there. We can manage to close below the 21, this thing is going to drop. I would try some shorts there. We close below the 21, slap on some shorts. And I would attempt to try it coming down here. Now it's just a matter of giving it time, see if it plays out. Give it some time. Looking a bit bearish here. Looking a bit bearish right here, guys. Did we get that close below the 21? Yep, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Taking that short. Taking that short. Let's go. Easy. Just be patient, y'all. You see this? You gotta be patient. Be patient. Money will come right to your lap. Now we just need a strong close on that candle. That's all we need. We get a strong close that'll confirm. Beautiful, beautiful move. Beautiful move. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo! Nice, man. That was a beautiful move right there, man. That was a beautiful move. Come on, hold it. Hold it down, sellers. Hold it down. Yeah, this thing's coming down, man. There's that close below the 21, right? There's this, the last order block here going up. I was looking to find sellers up here, weak buyers. We got strong sellers. So all the signs that I'm looking for are showing up in the right location for me, you know, at least for me. So it's giving me a high chance that, you know, high probability chance that this is gonna work in my favor. Now, if it don't work, it don't work, but I'm looking for the signs. That's the thing. You should be looking for the signs. Oh, shit, reversing. Come on, man. Oh, Lord. Don't do me like that, yo. What is this? What is it? Looks like a trap, yo. Be careful here. I think I'm closing this. I think I might be closing this. It's looking like a trap, yo. Not liking it one bit. Okay, so right now what I'm looking for is for this green candlestick not to close above the 21. Not to close above the 21. If it doesn't close above the 21, then I don't have any issues with whatever's going on. But if it closes above the 21, we have a problem. So I'm just looking for this thing to hold below the 21. It's cool. We can see some buyers, not too much. We want a nice strong move down here, flush real quick. Or we might have to close this trade, take loss. Come on, yo, sell this thing. Looking like a trap, man. Not liking it. Not liking it one bit. Yep, this is a trap. It's a trap. It's a freaking trap. Okay, so sellers would now have to hold this resistance for this to be a valid play still, right? They would have to hold resistance here, or even better, if they hold this support as resistance, even better right here. They can manage to hold it below there, then we're fine. Hold below. Sometimes, you know, trading can be very tough, but sometimes you can wait for the perfect setup, the perfect opportunity, and you know, and it could take you hours waiting in front of the chart for you to take a trade, and all the signs can be perfect and exact location, and it can still fail, and it can be very frustrating. But if you can manage to control your emotions and just follow your plan, and you know, build confidence by following your plan, knowing that, okay, I got the signs to go short, but I'm seeing strong buys here, and okay, I was in profits, but it wasn't my plan to just take a little bit of profit. It was my plan to hold until we got to the next support. So I was actually up like 600 up here, like here. So I could have taken 600 and closed my trade, but that's not my plan. My plan isn't to, you know, to come up with a good trade and then bail on my plan halfway through. Right? My goal is to come up with a plan, come up with a trade idea that, okay, price might be coming down here, and for me to follow that plan. That's my goal, to follow that plan so I can build confidence in my ability to trade. That I can look at the charts and I can determine for myself whether it's a good buy or a good sell. And for you to do that, you're gonna have to take some losses. You're gonna have to, you know, you're gonna have opportunities where you're gonna have money on the table, and because you follow your plan, you lost, and that's gonna happen. But you gotta just be strong-minded, strong-willed, see your plan through. If it happens, it happens. If I lose, well, I lose. But my goal is to follow my plan, to build confidence, follow my plan. Can't be a chicken out here, you know. I can't get in on a trade and I'm like, oh my God, turn it around right away, just close it. I gotta see this through, let it play out. Here we go, another push lower. Here we go. Come on, I need sellers to step in, yo. Need sellers to step in. All I need is this little move right here. That's all I need. I don't need no, like, you know, I need a huge, I just need a small little piece from here to here. That's all I need, and I'm out. Quick 1-to-1. That's all I need. You learn from your losses, yep. I like this sideways movement, staying patient, for sure, for sure. It's not the most comfortable to sit where the price is moving back and forth between you being at a loss and being at a profit, and it's just going back and forth. It really tests your patience and your mentality in this game. You have to have a strong psychology for trading. Can't be weak-minded and think you're gonna trade. So if you're going to trade, I recommend you go to the gym. I recommend you work out because you need to build that strong mindset. You got to be disciplined. All right, we had a second close below the 21 over here. So I don't know why this is still hanging around. Hanging around here. Come on, just flush it, yo. Flush it. Here we go. Here we go, guys. It's coming down. Coming down. She's coming down. There she is. Come on. I need you to drop dead. I need you to drop dead right now. Come on. Why are they playing with our emotions like this? Killing me, bro. You killing me. Come on. Get this moving already. Jesus. I'm putting my stop at break even. Might stop me out here. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I got stopped out, break even. I'll jump back in if I see some more selling action here. I got stopped at break even, so I closed my trade. I might jump back in if I start to see the right signs. What is going on? It's too choppy there. Way too choppy. Might be going up. Buyers are holding up this low right here. Buyers are holding up that low. Be careful. I'm out. I got out of there. Just didn't like what I was seeing. I'll just find me another opportunity. Getting choppy, volume's dying out. You see how we started and how it's ending up right now, heading into 11 a.m. You know, you can see the volume dying out. See the market is losing its direction. All right, I think it's almost time to call it, man. This market is dying on us. It's dying. Volume's too slow. Too slow, too slow. Price action is dragging at this moment. This thing is dragging, guys. I'm about to call it a day, guys. This was a very exciting morning. Market ripping, going all the way to fill that gap. That was insane. Was not expecting that one, that's for sure. Especially after having that negative news out over the weekend and having this kind of reaction. It's just crazy, you know. It just, you know, goes to say you can never just always count on the news. Sometimes you just have to, you know, go off the price action, go off the chart, and let the chart kind of guide you through your, you know, through your thought process on whether you should buy or sell. And that's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna call it a day. You guys have a good rest of your day. Don't overtrade. You know, if you're taking already enough trades for the day, hey, call it. Come back tomorrow. Let your mind reset. Once you're taking too many trades and you fall into the mindset of I need to make it back. I need to make it back. Can't end the day like this. I need to. No. Stay cool, man. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow, there's gonna be more money tomorrow to be made, and we'll get it. You know, we'll get it back here live. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit the like button. Tell your friends and family about the channel. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to put them in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer and address any concerns. And that's it, man. Have a good one, guys. Peace.